the White House chose to celebrate transgenders. The 0.1% of America, transgenders.
Trans Day of Visibility on Easter Sunday was exactly what you would expect. Patrick Bet-David, my buddy up in Fort Lauderdale, he was celebrating Easter, but he took a moment to put this out.
This is why, as of last year, I stopped praying for tolerance because of the things that's taken place by Christians, being way too tolerant with the behavior that's taking place from the White House. Leadership at the top announcing that on Easter Sunday, tomorrow, for many of you that will be going to church to celebrate, you know what you're celebrating, resurrection. The White House chose to celebrate transgenders. The 0.1% of America, transgenders, who in many cases are going through challenges both mentally and emotionally, but we're wanting to celebrate the 0.1%, not the Christian nation, not the Christian leaders who have done incredible things for this country, and the level of disgrace that this brings to us as a country, to the rest of the world, that our president wrote this and announced this yesterday for Sunday, is a spit in the face to many Christians around the nation, and you shouldn't be okay with this, and you ought to stand up for yourself and realize that this is not acceptable. It's time for Christians to stop being so tolerant with this type of behavior. By the way, this isn't a left, right, center thing. This is if you're a Christian and your life, God, comes before your political party, you ought to stand up. If your political party comes before your faith, don't do anything about it. You decide what you value more, how you vote or how you pray. If we get those orders right, the future looks bright. But if we stop fearing God and no longer wanting the favor of God, the future doesn't look as bright as we.
You know, he's hitting on a couple things here. First off, you all know the paradox of tolerance, right? Karl Popper's paradox of tolerance, that you want to be tolerant, but if you are tolerant of intolerance, then eventually that intolerance will eat you. That is something that the left has done really well. That is what the woke did to the liberals. The liberals were all tolerant, and tolerance is good until a point, and the liberals could not figure out what that point was. Thus, now the Democrat Party has burst forth in all of this insanity. But he's also saying something else very deep there, which is that God and government are not equal. They are not equal. We have God-given rights. That's what the founders intended. Now, you may be an atheist or purely secular or anything else. So if you don't want to call them God-given, they're innately human, whatever it might be. But the point is, the government did not give us these rights. Meaning, if the government fell tomorrow, if the United States federal government fell tomorrow, you don't lose your rights, right? The government is set up to protect your rights, protect your God-given right to free speech, protect your God-given right to bear arms and protect your family. So we are getting to this weird point where they are attacking absolutely everything. They've attacked our ability to just be in a city and be free because they won't prosecute crimes properly, right? You can go in and steal whatever you want. We can have drug addicts here. We don't protect the border. All of the things that we know. And now they are, in essence, coming for what they really want to come for, which in some ways, I don't know how to put it another way. In some ways, it's God, right? Like, if they can come for something that is connected to all of us, and they can destroy that thing, we will have nothing left to stand upon.